Merry meet and welcome to Lex Dragon Queen Magic. I am Taylor and today is our Divine Femme collective reading. So whether you're here to balance out your own energies or to check into a twin flame connection, there is definitely a message for you here today. With that, let's get started. And so starting right off the bat, I already love the symmetry between the Divine Masculine reading this week and the Divine Feminine. We have the Divine Mother coming out, Sarada Devi. Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. And so I definitely would encourage you to look more into her if this is a guru who is really speaking out to you, because she is truly one of the first female mystics and made it possible for other women to enter into a spiritual life. And she herself has lived that whole life with her own divine counterpart, and they created a world of abundance for others in order to step into the light of their own souls. And the main message that she likes to teach us about past the point of unconditional love is to understand that the relationships and the experiences that we come into contact with are always so that our own souls can evolve. So if there is any strain in a relationship that you're working on, if there is something intriguing about a relationship in your life, then this is a message telling you that you are diving deeper into understanding your own soul and what it looks like. So if there's anything that's been annoying you, if there's anyone that has been annoying you, to take a look at those traits, that aspect that has been irritating you, and turn it inward and truly understand exactly what it means for you to, and how you represent that trait within yourself. And so something to I always like to bring up, and to help bring in a little bit more electric faith here for those within Christianity, is Matthew 7:3 speaks very similarly in this way around understanding that you have a plank in your own eye before you point out the splinter in someone else's. So this is again though asking you instead to focus along your own journey, your own soul, and what it means. What are you developing in? What has been irritating you lately? What has felt off kilter lately? Because truly it is something for you to take a look into, do some shadow work, and find love for yourself again through it all. And so that's going to be the key point. As you learn to love yourself more thoroughly, that love is going to shine outside of you and to your partners and those around you. Okay, stepping into the tarot, we do have the Wheel of Fortune coming out. So this is the second week in a row that we've had the Wheel of Fortune coming out. And so this really is telling me the fact that we are moving through these hard times. So if you have been facing any hardships, this is a message to understand that you are moving forward. There is going to be some development in your relationship as well if you're here for a twin flame connection. So if you have been feeling lonely, if you have been feeling unsure, understand that confidence is coming back your way. Recognize that love within your heart and soul and accept it for your own, because there is a rebirth happening here. And then we do have the Seven of Swords. So something that's coming forward with me in regards to this card is the fact that the whole situation is not being illuminated to you at this time. And so right now, that's why it may seem a little bit confusing, because there are certain aspects that are being hidden from you. You are being shielded from certain people, certain negativity that and situations that do not benefit you. And so take this as the blessing that it is, that you are being moved through this moment, and so you are just being shielded. So if it seems like you're being in the dark, it is simply because you are being protected. You are not being hurt by being hidden in this dark. You are not hiding yourself. If anything, this is so that you can truly bloom and understand who you are. So for some reason, moonflowers are coming to my mind. So like moonflowers only bloom during the night. And so that's the same kind of energy right now, is that you're being protected in this energy. You're being hidden in this energy so that you can further bloom and understand more about what you want out of this life rather than what others want out of you. Another message coming through is that this is also a call, again, to take a step back from any irritating situations, any people who have been not cooperating with you, to take a step back from those situations, to step back from those relationships, and truly understand a little bit more your own part that you play within it. And as long as you understand exactly where you stand, how your boundaries are, and how reasonable you are being within the situation, it's going to be important for you to then be able to look at that person less as a mirror of your own actions and see them for who they truly are. And you may even be able to start to recognize what they're projecting. I'm not encouraging you that you tell people that they're projecting on you. This is more for you to understand how much you're projecting into the relationship yourself. And then we do have the Six of Swords reverse coming through. And so something that this is really telling me right away is the fact, again, that you are being carried through, but you are struggling through this being carried through with spirit. So to take that step back is going to be so important for you at this time, because it seems like there's troubled waters, but you are not meant to be focused on those troubled waters. You were meant to be gliding through them a lot more smoothly. And so understanding exactly how protected and loved you are, and I am just seeing the fact that this situation is ending, you are going through a rebirth, and so you're being asked again to find the love within the situation, find the love within yourself, and understand how much this is a reflection of your own soul path. Okay, and then from our angels, we got energy. And so right away, this is telling me it is time to take care of yourself and protect your own energy, because you're being gifted with new insights in regards to how exactly to spend your time to better benefit yourself. Also, because if you are spending a lot of time and energy on a project or on a situation that really is not serving or benefiting you, that is time again to draw back that energy so that you can put it into other areas. So something I'm being shown is like irrigation, in the way how you have one of the reasons why irrigation was created was because there was a flood of water in a certain area when water needed to be directed towards somewhere else. And so that is the same kind of mentality that is coming here, is the fact that you are needing to irrigate your own energy into a different project, into something else that makes more sense for your own soul right now. So definitely take a moment, pause, and understand how you're spending your time, how you're prioritizing your time, and is it truly benefiting you and what you want out of your life. If you're focusing on things that are dead ends, that are not going anywhere, it is time to stop overwatering those projects and plants, because they are merely just getting flooded and the ground is becoming more unstable. Instead, it's time to look to the places where you're like, this is where I can truly set seeds and sow, and they need my love and attention, and you can do that. So again, just time to reprioritize exactly how you're projecting yourself into this world. You're being gifted that time right now too. Okay. And then we do have learning coming out. So if you need to learn a new project, if there's again, a new venture is coming through. So if you are working on something new right now, another message coming through is also learning about how you represent yourself within relationships. So you're doing a lot of soul learning right now. You are understanding more about what you want out of this life and how you are able to present yourself more thoroughly. You are really diving deep, and you're going to be seeing yourself through a new lens. You're going to be seeing your relationships through a new lens. So you and your partner too, as you come into your divine union, are going to be understanding more about each other. More about yourselves and therefore each other. And so it's this very interesting energy around the fact that you are taking the step back. I feel like I'm being a little repetitive, so I apologize, but that's because it's such a strong, clear message that you are meant to take the step back, that you are meant to reprioritize your time. And if you need to learn some new skills in order to do that, this is the time. If there is a hobby that you have been wanting to try, this is the time to do it. Because honestly, right now, those skills that you're going to be learning are setting you up for a bigger future. So understand the opportunities that are coming to you and how they really represent pebbles among your greater soul path, but those pebbles are needed. All right. And so positive intention. So something that's coming through is that this is really the energy that everyone here has. No matter what you're working on within your life, you are really just wanting things to work out. And there is a lot of hope within this card. And there's even the Empress within this card. So you are very much, I'm hearing for those who are mothers, if you have been meddling within your partners or your children's lives, this is definitely coming through for you to let you know that as much as you have these positive intentions, also understanding that you need to let go of your intentions and truly trust that they are going to do what you need. You don't need to babysit the energy, essentially. So the other thing that is really coming through with this is understand that as long as you have positive intentions for what you're working on, then that is okay to move forward. So again, taking that step back, understanding why you're doing what you're doing, and seeing if it truly is something that is benefiting you and your energy. Because you may have positive intentions, again, going back to that watering metaphor, you may have positive intentions because you're just trying to get certain flowers to bloom, but the real thing is you cannot command that flower to bloom. Instead, if you need to let that flower go and allow its time in order to soak up the water that you have already given it and focus your energy somewhere else. And then again, you are letting go that positive intention and knowing that you did the best that you could in that moment. And so understanding that energy is going to be so important, especially since what we're seeing in comparison to last week is the fact that last week the Divine Feminine was being called to let go of all these toxic energies, really feel your emotions and go through it. And so this week, the energy that's coming through is the fact that you have been working really hard to overcome those negative emotions to push your life forward. And again, we do have that Wheel of Fortune coming out, so your life is moving forward. So if it seems like things are being hidden from you right now, if it seems like communication is not really there, understand that your intentions are there. And it is less about what you're doing and more about just reorganizing yourself to be more efficient within your own life. And so just, yeah, I'm getting like, if you feel like you've been getting the runaround, if your days have become the same thing over and over again, and you're not really sure how to change it up, again, you're being encouraged to go ahead and take this time to step back and understand exactly what you want out of this life. Okay, and now messages from the mermaids. Okay, we do have mystery. So just reaffirming the fact that right now you're going through a bit of a mysterious time. And so not everything is going to be revealed to you, but it's not meant to be revealed to you because there's so many factors that are playing within it. And you're really being called to trust into the way that you present yourself in this world, to trust in the fact that you are a loving divine being and to find that love again within yourself. So the other thing I'm hearing too, for those checking into a twin flame partner right now, is the fact that your twin flame is going through the same energy as well as you. You are mirrors of each other. So as you are going through this, that's why there's a little bit of mystery, because they themselves are diving deep. And so you may not see exactly how deep they are going, but understand that there is more around the situation than you are clearly seeing, but you are being protected during this time. Do not focus on the troubled waters. Instead, focus on the boat that is carrying you through. Okay, and then we have light coming out. So I really like this. A lot of these messages are just kind of echoing themselves, but letting us know again just how much of a light being that you are, how much you shine through. So as you encourage the own light within yourself, you are going to see more light within your own world. And so as we mentioned, you're kind of in the dark night right now. And so as you recognize the light within yourself and you continue to shine brighter and spread that love, you are going to find that you are becoming this strong beacon for others to come to you. So especially if you are trying to be a good mentor for those around you, if you are trying to work with your partner and understand them more. And again, you're just really projecting a lot of what you want out of them. Instead, understanding exactly how bright you can shine and encouraging them by leading by example is going to be so much more important right now. Okay. And then, yes, we do see that decisions are playing a big factor for you right now. The fact is that you do not know the whole situation. And so it's so important for you to be making choices that make sense to you. So don't make choices based on what others are expecting of you. Don't make choices based on the hurts within your soul and within your past. Instead, understand, again, the intentions that you want to put out into this world and how the choices and decisions that you're making work on that. And as you reprioritize your time, this is the same thing. You're deciding on how to spend your time. You're deciding what to commit to. You're deciding how something to coming through is when we talk about commitment and recommitment. So once you make a choice, you can always make a new choice. So if it isn't really working out, if you're saying like, I was all in on this choice in the beginning, but now you're seeing like nothing is right. You planted those first flowers and you've been watering and watering and watering. And now it's time to make a new decision to commit to a new path. And it's okay to commit to that new path so that you can better understand. Especially, again, the learning card is coming out to me again, saying that you may be needing to learn new skills at this time. And that is okay. You're not starting over. You are simply enhancing yourself. Okay, and then we do have ask for help. And so something that is really coming forward in regards to this message is the fact that you are not alone during this journey. And so something very important coming through for twin flames right now is that if you feel like you are carrying the weight of the relationship on your own shoulders, if you feel like you have been the only one caring for your children, caring for your friends, or anyone who's really been in need, I'm also seeing like there might be some sick parents involved, the understanding the fact that you are not alone in caring. So asking that person, opening up to whoever is around you who truly can support you is going to be so important, because this is a bigger divine lesson for you to learn. Again, understanding how much you are projecting yourself into the world. And so if you're projecting yourself as the person who has to take care of all of these things, instead understand that maybe someone is waiting for you to ask them to help out more, but they're used to you not thinking that they're capable. They're used to you thinking that they won't be able to do it in the same way. So there's a need to spread your light and give away and delegate part of your leadership to people. So again, decisions coming out here in a little bit, and understanding again how much you don't have control over those other people. But as you lead by example, as you start to delegate these tasks and show confidence in others, others will be able to show confidence in you, and you will start building these relationships into a much more cohesive way. Okay, so next we do have archetypes, and so you may want to pause and further engage with this energy or meditate on it later, but let's go ahead and take a look. And so right away, we do have the prayer coming out. And so this is also something that is so important, because something that is coming through is the fact that this is a very spiritual pile coming through today. And the fact of when asking for help, this also can be spiritual help coming through. So understanding too, when you ask for help, no matter how you're asking for help and you put out those intentions, it's you need to let go of it. You need to release that control from the situation and understand that you are going to be held in good faith. And so with this prayer, if you are struggling with asking for help, ask for more guidance through your own prayer, and also understand exactly how you're putting your intentions out into the world. This is the main message that is coming through this. So you are being asked so much to understand that a lot is out of your control, that you do not know the full situation, and to trust in what you're putting out into the universe and ask for that help. Okay. All right. And this is Kairos. And so another very spiritual card coming through. And so this is understanding again that you're within this initiation space of needing to learn more and really opening up your eyes to more about what is available to you. Again, it may seem like you're working on pebbles right now, but those are building up into something grander. So understanding exactly right now that you may not see the full picture, but that is okay, because when you step back, it's a beautiful mosaic made up of so many different things, so many different lives that you touch and help and support, and people who support you back. So understanding again the interconnectedness of your world is going to be so important in how you project yourself. So the main message is to look in within yourself so that the outward appearance can become more whole. And then there is another initiation here, kind of on the same heels of that, is the Animana Mundi. And so understanding again that you are a part of a greater plan. You are part of something bigger. If there's any images to within this that really speak out to you, I definitely encourage you to look further into it. But ultimately, especially if you're connected to astrology, you want to understand more about the way that the planets work, the way that the cosmic energies are fluctuating and supporting you during this time. So there are massive changes happening within you and within the world around you, and you are part of this giant initiation right now. So again, that's why it's so important for you to look inside yourself, understand the light within yourself as you can move forward. Okay. And then we do have our acts of kindness coming through as well today. As always, these are suggestions, not commands, but they may encourage you to be more kinder to yourself, your community, or a friend. Okay, have a conversation with spirit. So if you are not very big into prayer, this is just another confirmation coming through saying that this is a great way to treat yourself and understand exactly how cared for you are by the universe, because that is a big message. You are cared for by the universe. You are protected and you are loved. And understanding again, if you are feeling abandoned in any way, that is simply a projection that you're putting out into the world, and to step back into this more spiritual connection. So whoever you need to talk to with spirit, understand again, or whoever represents spirit for you, understand that there is essentially a guardian angel over you right now who is waiting to talk to you, waiting to support you and guide you further during this time. They're hoping to hold you. So especially if you've been having some very weird dreams lately and you are not wanting... My cat is sneezing, so yeah, take that how it wills. I know a lot of people have different thoughts around what sneezes mean. Anyways, so understanding again the fact that you are loved and protected by a greater divine source is so important, because you are meant to be a part of a spiritual path. You are meant to understand exactly how much you affect the world at a greater capacity. But at the heart of it is you. At the heart of it is your own heart. Okay. And then we have leave a positive note where you or many people can see it. So this can be something, okay, I'm seeing like a family board, a family bulletin board where like everyone puts up their schedules. So if that's something that you need to do for your family, how great. If it's just you putting it on your, I apologize if you can hear my cat in the background. If it's just you leaving a note for yourself, then that is also going to be so beneficial, because it's important for you to understand to be kind to yourself. And so again, if you're trying to recognize your own projections within this world, that may be something that you can do so that you understand how you are better interacting with those around you. Also, if you work in the office, this is a great way to put something anonymous up and allow others to enjoy themselves, because there is a lot of things going on in the world at this time of this recording that are not very positive. So we definitely won't get into that, but there is always a way to spread more light and kindness. All right. And then we have invite someone out to an event that you want to try and love. And so this is really interesting because something coming forward is the fact that there is this need for those who are within a twin flame partnership who are wanting to connect further with that partner to understand that they are waiting for you to call upon them, to ask them to do something that you truly enjoy, to rely on them. And so if this is something that you've been wanting to try out, if there is something that you've been wanting to connect with for a long time, that it is now time to go ahead and ask them. This is a kindness to yourself as much as it is to them, to understand that you want to spend that quality time with them. And also I'm hearing too, quality time is a love language. So understanding more about your own love language versus your partner is going to be so important at this time. So because for something that is coming through is that one of you has quality time as your love language. And so this going to an event together would be so important for your relationship, and you'll find out so much more about each other and kind of get that time off that you really have been needing from the negative energies within this world. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it there for you guys. I hope these messages resonated for you. I want to thank everyone for liking and subscribing, and I will definitely see you guys next time. Blessed be.